Hey family, hope you're having a beautiful day. I just wanted to share a practice with you all, and this is a practice that you don't have to set aside some separate time to do. It's a practice that you can carry out throughout your daily life or while you're going about your daily activities. And this is the simple practice of observing your mind, watching your thoughts, and just seeing what's there, seeing what is the content of your mind. What are the thoughts that are present? What are the emotions that are present? What are the ways that you react to different situations? And not to judge yourself for what it is that you may see or what you may notice. And I think this is one of the greatest challenges that one can have when they begin meditating or when they have some mindfulness practice is they start to see all this stuff inside, all of these thoughts, all of these emotions, these stories, beliefs, habits, fears, anxieties, grievances, and so on. There's so much stuff that we carry, and once we really start to look at that and really see what's there, not running from it, not escaping it, suppressing it, or masking it with something else, but really honestly, sincerely looking at our minds, we start to notice all this stuff. And the challenge that many people have is they start to see all that stuff and they start to feel shame or guilt for what's there. They feel like it shouldn't be there. They feel like it's wrong to think that thought or to feel that emotion. And really, this just perpetuates this cycle even further. Whereas when you start being more gentle with yourself and more kind to yourself, it becomes so much easier to start doing things that actually benefit you and that actually serve you, and to really let go of those things that don't. So be kind to yourself, be easy with yourself, and be gentle with yourself in this process. An example or metaphor that I like to use that helps me is to look at my thoughts, to look at my own mind with the same love, the same compassion that a mother looks at her child with. So having that energy of love, having that quality of care, of compassion, of total unconditional acceptance of what's there. Try to carry that with whatever you notice there. And if you notice that you immediately judge yourself or feel that shame or guilt, just remind yourself whenever you can to come back to that loving presence, to just see what's there and to accept it. And it's helpful to know what you're looking at is not simply your mind or your thoughts. What you're looking at is the product of thousands of years of conditioning. So thousands and thousands of years of conditioning, generation after generation. These beliefs, these thoughts, these patterns, these habits have just been passed down and have been received by you. You've been conditioned and brought up in this culture by a certain family, educated in a certain way, have been exposed to certain forms of media, and all of these things educate your mind, and every single one of us have had our minds conditioned by our family, our culture, the media, education, and so on. So when you start to notice your thoughts, what you're noticing is a product of this conditioning. And so whatever may be there, it's not something that's worth feeling shame or guilt for. It's something that's worth realizing that it's there, noticing what is the content, what fills up this space, what is it that you think, what is the way that you react to things, and just looking at that, just noticing it, not judging it. Again, I can't overstate that enough. Not to judge yourself or feel shame or guilt, but to just accept what's there and sort of have this touch and go approach. So you see the thought there, you touch it, you're like, okay, there it is, there's that thought, and let it go. And even if the thought is shame or judgment, don't judge yourself for feeling shame or judgment. It sounds kind of like a paradox, but hopefully you get what I'm pointing to. Just watch, just see. That's the first step. Just notice what is there and give yourself love. Have compassion for yourself. Realize, like, wow, I have been conditioned. My mind has been through so much conditioning, so much trauma. I've been giving myself all of this shame, all of this guilt, all of this fear. Imagine what that does to your inner child, what that does to this vulnerable, loving presence inside. So forgive yourself, forgive your culture, forgive your mind for all of the stuff in the past, and start new, start now, today, just watching yourself with this loving presence and awareness. So as you go about your daily life and your daily activities, just notice the reactions, notice the thoughts that come up whenever you can remind yourself to check back in and just see what's there. Or when it comes up, just noticing it. So let's say you're driving down the freeway and a car cuts you off. What is your reaction to that car or to that moment and that experience? Do you feel anger, irritation? Do you feel like hatred towards that person? Or is it neutral? You don't really feel anything, it doesn't affect you. Or maybe you feel love, maybe you welcome that person in and you hope that they get wherever they're going safely. So notice the thoughts that you have, notice the way you react. And that's just one example. We're constantly reacting to things, constantly going about our day, and things are happening, things are coming up, and we respond in different ways. So just notice, how is it that you're responding? How is it that you're relating to life? What is the content of your mind? What are the thoughts? What is the self-talk? What is the way that you're narrating, labeling, or judging your experience? And again, just watching. Because so much of this conditioning that's in our minds is unconscious. It's something we're not fully aware of. It's sort of just operating, and sometimes we're in autopilot, or we're kind of daydreaming through life, and there's just this subconscious programming and unconscious habits that are unfolding. And so when you bring awareness to those, when you start to notice those and to just see them, that starts to liberate them. That starts to lighten that weight that you're carrying, and helps you to see that you are not your thoughts. You are not your mind in this conditioning. You are that which is watching them. You are that observing, witnessing presence and that awareness. So allow yourself to be that. Allow yourself to just see the content of your mind and observe your thoughts, and to do so with love, kindness, gentleness, and ease towards yourself. So I hope that you found this video helpful. And I hope you find this practice helpful. I hope that you're able to carry it in your daily life and to be gentle, kind, and loving towards yourself. So that is my wish for you, to be kind to yourself and to notice what's going on inside your mind, and to just love what is, love what's there. So again, I hope this is of benefit to you. May you have a beautiful day. May you be kind to yourself. May you open your heart to yourself. Much love.